What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I wanted to talk about the two biggest balancing issues that I'm seeing all over the community right now with Black Ops 3 so far based on the beta. So I'm sure a lot of you guys already know what these two things are. The first one is Rejak, and the second one is Black Hat. So I just wanted to share in today's video just what my solutions would be to this. I'm in no way expecting that this is exactly what's going to happen. I just think it would be a fun idea to share what my thoughts are on it, and to see what you guys think would be a great solution to each of these problems. Alright, so the big issue that I think a lot of people have with Rejak is the way that it breaks the flow of the game. Just like Final Stand, just like Last Stand in previous Call of Duties, when you get a kill, you should get the kill, essentially. The person should die, and you should be rewarded with map control. Now this is even worse than Final Stand and Last Stand, because you come up with full health and a full magazine, which is also extremely frustrating because it's very hard to deal with. And there's also that 5 seconds of invulnerability that you have before activating it while you're already dead. So all of those things really lead to a lot of frustration with Rejak. And I think the true power of Rejak, or the intended power of Rejak, is the ability to carry on your streak after death. And I'm okay with that. If you look at the other abilities and power weapons in the game, that's balance to me. Being able to carry on your streak after death is a fair ability to have, essentially. Because you may or may not earn some of the higher streaks by carrying on your streak after a death. I think the biggest problem with this is the way that it disrupts flow. So my solution that I thought of today, that was actually based off a solution that was on Reddit. It's actually one of the top voted things on Reddit right now. I decided to tweak it a little bit because I feel like it wasn't quite perfect. The suggestion on Reddit, I'll see if I can link that down below. Suggestion on Reddit was essentially to make it so when you die using Rejak, you have the option to respawn, and when you do, you actually respawn at a regular respawn point, rather than popping up and being right back in the fight. Now this is kind of a good idea, I think, in some ways, but in other ways it makes it way too easy, because now there isn't that risk of being killed immediately after you Rejak, because you're spawning at a nice safe spawn point there, and you still get to carry on your streak. So my solution to this would be essentially the same thing. You respawn at a regular spawn point, but just like with all of the other abilities, you have to activate this before death. So you have to realize, okay, I might be dying in the next 5 seconds or so, so I'm going to activate this. And now your timer starts running out while it's active. And let's just say you have 7 seconds or so. If you don't die within that 7 seconds, then you wasted it. Just like with any of the other abilities. If you activate kinetic armor and then don't run into anybody for 7 seconds, you've wasted it. Too bad. I think that's fair. Same with any of the other abilities. If you use it at the wrong time, you've wasted it. So instead of using it after you've already died, use it before death. This means that you now have to think critically and have proper timing with the Rejak ability. I think it would be totally fair if you activate it and you have 7 seconds. If you die anytime within that 7 seconds, you respawn at a normal respawn point. You respawn where your teammates are respawning. But also, I want to point out, I wouldn't give them like full ammo and everything as if they were getting a brand new fresh start. They have the same amount of ammo. If they used up their concussion grenades or something in that previous life, they don't get those back. I think that would be fair and balanced. If I was on the other end of Rejak in this situation, if it were balanced like this, I honestly wouldn't have any problem. I still got the kill. I still get rewarded with a kill. That's another key. I think you should still be rewarded with a kill. That one's a little arguable because now, do you reward the guy with a death even though you carry his streak on? I think that would be an okay solution. He gets a death, but his streak gets carried on. So it just sort of turns it into a somewhat support streak that only works every once in a while because you have to actually recharge your Rejak ability. I think that would be a nice, fair, balanced solution. It doesn't break the flow of the game. It's not overly frustrating on being on the opposite end of it. And it's something that actually requires some timing and critical thought. I mean, I would even be fine with it if he activated it like as if it were glitched. Like right before he knows he's about to die, like a second before he's about to die, he activates it. I'm okay with that. At least there he had to think fast and make a critical decision. The way Rejak is right now, there's no quick thinking, and there's no critical decision making. You have 5 seconds, which is all the time in the world in a Call of Duty game. 5 seconds to decide if you want to come up with full health and full ammo against a guy that doesn't have full health and doesn't have full ammo. So that's my solution to Rejak. I want to know what your guys' solution is in the comment section below. But now let's move on to Black Hat. And the big issue that people are having with Black Hat in a current build of the game is that you can hack streaks with Black Hat and use that for your team, especially the higher streaks. I don't think a lot of people are too upset that you can hack UAVs and counter UAVs. I'm a little bit upset by that because as soon as you see that someone's using a Black Hat, now you essentially just can't call a UAV or counter UAV in all game, or you shouldn't be doing that because it's only going to work against you. And I don't think one piece of equipment should completely negate score streaks like that. I'm fine with it destroying score streaks, but I don't think you should actually be able to use that against the team that actually earned it. But overall, it's more so the higher streaks. So the fact that you can hack a hater, which is like the VSAT from Black Ops 2, you can hack that with a Black Hat and use that for your team by just aiming at the sky for, I think, 20 seconds. Now, I do realize it's not the full duration that you get it for, but you still get to take advantage of it in some way by just aiming at the sky, whereas the person that earned it had to do a whole lot more than just aim at the sky. You can also hack wraiths and the RAPS deploy ships, so you can hack the RAPS. I don't know if you can hack the mothership in the current build. I thought maybe it just destroyed it. I could be mistaken on that. So I don't know about the mothership 100%. You guys probably do, or some of you guys do. But those other higher streaks, you should not be able to take control of the enemy's higher streaks that they worked really hard to earn when all you have to do is aim at the sky. So the simple solution to the Black Hat that I think a lot of people want to see is simply make it the same way it was in Black Ops 2. It can still hack enemy equipment, so if you want to hack a trip mine or a shock charge or something and have it as your own team, all you have to do is aim at it with the Black Hat and it's now yours. I think that is completely fair and balanced. Hacking score streaks, on the other hand, I think is too much for a simple piece of equipment. That piece of equipment takes one spot in your inventory, in your pick 10 system, and you can suddenly get a hater in 20 seconds by just having that one spot active. Not to mention the fact that you can just have a separate class set up with a Black Hat, not even the class that you're using for that game. As soon as an enemy calls a hater in, you can just kill yourself, or next time you die, you just respawn, switch your class to a Black Hat, and boom, you've got the hater. And you weren't really sacrificing anything all game because you just had to switch to that other class to get your Black Hat. This is really, really unbalanced, and if they were to just swap it back the way it was in Black Ops 2, it would be totally fine. The Black Hats, I think, are just fine for destroying streaks. I don't mind if someone uses a Black Hat to destroy my streak because it's essentially the same thing as them using a launcher to destroy my streak. It just sits in a different spot, so it opens up the ability to have a secondary. Or if they want to run a launcher, they can run like concussion grenades or something in their tactical spot. So it just gives them more options with their class, and I'm totally fine with that. I think that would make it so Black Hats are still useful, and it will still be used, but it won't be quite so powerful. For the Black Hats, honestly, I do have confidence in Treyarch that for the final build of the game, this is exactly how they're going to be balanced. I'm pretty sure they saw all the backlash in the community, and I'm sure they're going to fix this. So I'm not too worried about this one for the final build. So again, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below for both Rejak and Black Hat. Do you like my suggested solutions? Do you have some solutions of your own? What would you do to these two things to make them a little bit more balanced? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.